All right, here we go. Here we go. I've got to move this, back this thing up. All right, we can try it again. Let's back this thing up like they did Jubilee. Uh, we're going to start a mini marathon today. You know why? Because I had nothing to do. There's college football. My financial advisor is busy, so I couldn't talk to him today. He's very busy with college football and all that good stuff. So, this is what we're doing. We're going to talk about everything today. We're about to do all three channels at the same time, but we are going to talk about. If you want to be a special guest, I sent you a link on Facebook. I have the link up here if you want to come up here and have some fun today. Today's the day for you. I must remind you this show is PG-18, so anything's possible. All right, we get ready to start the show right after this word. Good afternoon, content creators. That was a long one. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the show on a Saturday, a micro mini mini marathon. So, thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for all your concerns and prayers. I'm almost cured of the dreadful disease I had. I don't know what it was. Yeah. Let's see here. We got somebody knocking at the door. Somebody ring the bell. Somebody knocking at the door. Do me a favor. Open the door and let Bill in.
Hey Z, how's it going?
How's it going, big man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
It took me forever to get rid of that junk I had.
I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm glad to see you going live again.
Yes, absolutely. It's been crazy. That stupid TikTok thing is driving me up the wall.
What's going on TikTok?
Well, you know me.
You got banned. You got blocked. What happened?
I got about a couple times, but I have 3 channels, so it doesn't bother me. But I had to take a break off of that because my high blood pressure was so sky high. Yeah.
The best. I was worried about you. I didn't see you live for a while, so I was wondering, making sure you were okay.
Yeah, you didn't want to see me hacking live. It was anything. It's doing pretty good. So the thing is, how are you? What is going on with you?
All right, hold on. Let me make sure I got this muted. Nothing's going on with me. I'm down here in Cape Canaveral. No, either Cape Canaveral or Cocoa Beach. It might be Cocoa Beach because the hotel I'm staying at is in Cocoa Beach. So I'm probably just outside Cape Canaveral.
Oh, so yeah, I love Cape Canaveral. Back there, back in the day, back in the 70s, when I was stationed at Patrick Air Force Base.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah. So, did you get to go to SpaceX? Did you go to the Cape? Look at the.
No, I got up early this morning. I've been on a flight, and then I got to the hotel, and I still haven't checked in yet. So I'm waiting to check in. I did a little walking around. My hotel is over here by Publix,
Yes.
and it's like a strip. I guess it's off the A1A
Yes.
road, so it's a busy road and got little places around here. So I've been walking around, and then look, I saw Z going live. You know what? Let me pop on here and say hi to Z.
Yes, I had to go live because it drove me up the wall. We had Jennifer in Vacation Nation, and she had a question. Bill was at a fancy restaurant.
At a fancy hotel. Jen, I'm at a Holiday Inn Express. Yeah,
Whoa!
Radisson's, and I think I passed the Radisson on the way here. It looked really nice. This whole hotel doesn't look bad either. The price was decent, little over 100. Not bad. And they had things around here. They had like as I said, Publix right around here, so you get your snacks or whatever you need for your cruise.
That means you're getting ready to go on a cruise, aren't you?
I am going on a cruise tomorrow.
What cruise are you going on?
I am going on MSC Seashore.
Oh. So you're this gonna be your first time at MSC?
No, this will be my third time, maybe third time. I like him. I like MSC. I think they have really nice ships. You know, they're a little different. They do things a little differently. They're trying to break into this market over here. So, you know, like I compare it to Carnival, but with more up to date ships.
So you get ready for the big wheeling for next November 5th, November 9th, cruise in Galveston, right?
That I don't know if I'm going on that one in November, but that one should be nice. I think you guys are gonna if you go on that cruise ship. I think once you go on it, you might say like, yeah, I might have to start going on here more often.
So you've been on here. Now here's the thing. While we were talking about the food issue, so what is since you've been on Carnival, you've been on Royal Caribbean. How is the food? I heard bad and good things about the food on the MSC cruise.
I haven't had, you know, the ships I've been on, I've had a couple of little problems, but nothing horrible. The buffets are buffets. I like Royal's buffets. I like Carnival's buffets. MSC, they're working on their buffets. The buffets aren't bad though.
Yeah, so compared to on the cruise you were on the fabulous Carnival Jubilee with me, you were on there. Compare that kind of food.
I think Carnival did. I think they did the food options right. I don't like paying extra for food, and MSC a lot of times past the buffets and the main dining room, you have to pay for different meals. Not a lot, but you do pay, and I don't like being nickel and dime. So, you know, they need a few more free options.
Right. Yes. So you heard the biggest rumor of the year, the next couple of years. Which Icon class ship will go to Galveston? Because you know they're building the Stars of the Seas, and that should be coming out next summer, 2025. That's what I put on my previous video. So,
rumor is the Icon is coming down there.
If that is the case, I will be going on the Icon to Seas. I might have to convince my financial advisor that I got to lose at least 150 pounds to get on the Icon.
Jennifer asked, Z, are you going on the Icon?
Oh, yeah. If I had to borrow money for that cruise, absolutely.
And you're going to have to borrow a lot.
Yeah. Or I could get me a girlfriend by then.
Say either or.
If I could find me a rich girlfriend, that'd be perfect.
Well, maybe you can find a doctor from Kentucky. Did I say that out loud? I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Bill, you're going to be forced me to open this thing right now. See.
No, boy, don't start. Don't start.
Hey, it's the weekend before I got on my real diet. Uh, oh, we have Mike. I think that's Mike. Mike, Big Mike, what's going on? If you want to come in,
Mike, it's good to see you, Mike. Good to see you. I watched the video, and I do understand. Uh, YouTube is a grind. I mean, it's a grind, and a lot of times, especially if you like cruising, it can take away from the joy of just sitting out, relaxing, and enjoying the cruise. You always feel like you have to get content and always thinking about work instead of just laying out having a what is that? You drinking a Zima? What is that you're drinking?
this is a spread of ice.
Yeah, same thing. Zima, Smirnoff Ice, same
No,
thing.
no, there's a difference. Trust me.
Same thing.
Ziva is a little bit stronger than that.
Nah, it's the same thing. It's a wine cooler. Come on, Z. Who are you fooling?
Hey, it's better doing this than doing a bottle of Fireball, which I got right here.
Well, I got to admit, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Fireball. Everything in moderation, you know.
Yeah, speaking of moderation, I saw the 10.5 hours of shade yesterday. Wow.
So you're talking old news, man. We gotta create, news story. You can't keep telling the same old stories.
Well, that's why I said it might be a mini marathon today. So hey, I had nothing else to do. It's Saturday.
It doesn't have to be 10 hours, but just come on a regular basis so people can at least see you. Come on for half an hour a day. Do what happened to the Z Power Hour in the morning?
Oh, it's gonna start on Monday when I start my diet.
Okay.
If y'all don't know, yes, Bill, you gonna say, Z, what happened to you? I got on the scale at my doctor's office yesterday. 384.
Oh, yeah. You gotta lose some weight. I think my weight was up. It was up to like 248-ish, right around there. I need to lose some weight. I want to get down to 200, 210. I don't work out enough. I need to start working out, watching what I eat, stay away from the sodas.
Yeah, that's it's worse. It's worse staying away from soda than being away from alcohol.
Alcohol, a lot of wasted calories. I don't drink much, especially like if I go on a cruise, I'll have a few drinks or a special occasion and maybe overindulge a little bit, but it's not something I do on a regular basis.
Right.
Hold on, you got cruisers saying I won't be going on the Icon unless they offer 7-day cruises or more. I assume they were going to have a 7-day cruise if we brought the Icon down there. You never know.
Yeah, if they go to Texas, yeah, they're going to have a 7-day cruise.
Let's see. VentureCast says, "Yeah, I'm not saying I'm done with cruising, but I want to do some land travel more right now. 25 days in Thailand was amazing. I cruise vet. I'm sorry, VentureCast. I mean, I saw some pictures and stuff. They were really highly edited pictures. I want the unedited pictures. You were eating and drinking with somebody. We saw the plates. We saw the glasses.
Oh.
We want to see what you were doing down there in Thailand. I mean, that's one of those
passport bro.
That's bucket list type travel right there, Mike. And yeah, I'm waiting. Even if you have to hit me up on the private side, we can talk about Thailand because I do want to go there. I wish I was able to make it there while you were there, just because it's more fun to be there with somebody that you know.
Right. Yeah.
But
Thailand. Nick lives there. That big guy from YouTube, he lives there. He does the broadcast in Thailand. So yeah, that'd be cool.
It looks fun. But I'm like Mike. I like experiencing the culture of different places. And you really, a lot of times you don't get that from cruising. Even Cruise Nuts, he goes there and Cozumel stays for a week or whatever. And I think that would be nice to do one of these days.
You mean the bucket list of that all guys event? Hey, we need to get Andrew to go to Thailand.
Why? What is up with you guys with the guy trips? Jennifer can go. We can all have fun in Thailand. I mean, she may not go every place we go, but she can go and have fun and experience Thailand.
Bachelor party.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to talk about the bachelor party. Cruise Nut says Thailand $5 long time.
5,000.
I thought he was saying Long Island iced tea. No, but that's every. You can go almost any place.
Richard said the Thailand ladies are very, very nice, and I'll leave it like that.
Mike says, "LOL." A gentleman doesn't kiss and tell.
Well,
I'll give you a debrief on the Utopia. I'm planning on going back in February and March for 60 days. I might not be able to make February, but maybe March. Maybe March. I was actually looking at, because I fly. Well, if you don't know, I fly Delta, and I get because I used to work there. I get a great rate. So as long as I can fly in, I believe they go to Bangkok. And Mike, I don't know how. Where were you at? Pate or Phuket? You were at Pate, I believe. Yeah. And I just want to experience the culture, one time. And I like the culture where it's not like over commercialized. Like all the places that we the cruise ships, everything is commercialized, and they want to see how much money they Pattaya. So yeah, I want to, Mike. Next March, let me know if you head out there for 60 days. I'm not saying 60 days.
60 days, my Lord.
I do. I mean, every now and then I'll catch a channel that's live, walking down Soy Cowboy Street or whatever street it is, and it's like, I can see myself down there for a few days. So, Mike, after this cruise, I get off this cruise. It's a 4-day cruise. Then it's 1 day more in Cape Canaveral, and then I'm going on the Utopia for 3 days. So I'll be able to meet VentureCast there, and apparently I'm gonna get debriefed. And Jennifer thinks she's gonna be there. Jennifer, you can get debriefed after I get debriefed.
Yeah, Jennifer ain't gonna be there.
I want to hear the Mike story without you being around. Nothing personal, Jen.
Yeah, the guy stuff. Let's see. Honestly, I'm a married man. Did work in the road by myself. Anyway.
Right. I understand that. I mean, I'm not married, and I don't want to hang with a bunch of guys. Those days are kind of past me now as far as hanging with just the guys. I just want to go there, have fun, and when you go to places like that, but you do meet people. So even though they're married, I mean, you can still meet somebody, hang, have dinner, and whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Speaking of adventures, so what is the adventure you had at the hospital, Bill?
One night it felt like I might have been having like a stroke. I was having a problem with my coordination as far as hold on, I'm off StreamYard. My coordination, and to be on the safe side, I went to the hospital to make sure that I wasn't having a stroke. So they came back and they ran all the tests, the MRIs, the echocardiograms, and they found no sign of a stroke or anything like that. They kept me there for a couple of days for observations, but everything came back negative. So they really didn't find a problem. They didn't know what exactly it could have been. It could have been I was dehydrated, but nobody knows. But that got me thinking. It's like, I always kind of say, we're not promised tomorrow. We're not promised, another day. Nancy B, the scratcher, I know she's in the hospital right now. So hopefully she's out. I saw her in a picture. It looked like she might have been in the car. So hopefully she's out. But you're not promised tomorrow. So you got to get out and enjoy life. So I saw this particular cruise, and it had a reasonable price, and I could match it up with the Utopia. So I'll turn the Utopia 3-day cruise into a 8-day, 9-day vacation.
Wow! So you're going on the Utopia. That's cool.
Days. I don't know if 3 days is enough, but I'm gonna be down there.
3 days. Well, yeah, my episode, I was having real bad panic attack. And when you have a panic attack, if you have asthma, it'll trigger asthma, your high blood pressure. When I got to the ER the first time, my oxygen level was like 78.
Yeah, I mean that, but
And yeah, and when
you're,
you
you're
yeah,
not taking care of yourself. I'm not taking care of myself. We have to work on that. We get older. We have to stop overindulging and drinking and overeating and eating the wrong foods. You have to watch out. You have to get out there and exercise. I know it's hot down there, but you got to get out there and walk a little bit. If you can only walk to the mailbox, walk to the mailbox. But then next thing you know, you're walking to the corner and before you know it, you're walking around the block, and next thing you know, you're walking, down to the park or something. So it's a slow process. You didn't get this way overnight, so it's not you're not gonna fix it overnight. So it's a time consuming thing. But if you want to live a long life and be active, and it's about the quality of life. It's not I mean, they can medication, all this other stuff. They can keep us around for the next 40 years, but it's your quality of life. And if you don't take care of yourself,
yeah,
the quality won't be there. And that's what we have to work on. When I say, me, that's
yeah.
everybody. That's all of us.
Absolutely. And the thing is, the hospital is not a good place to get well. It is not.
Oh, it was a good place for me to get well because I knew I don't want to go back.
Yeah, I don't want to go back either. President, I won't tell the story about the nurse I had. Well, let's just say it felt like Esther from Sanford Son had bad attitude. Oh, it was just, anyways. So I'm glad I'm back, almost back to normal.
Well, that's good.
Starting Monday, I will be on the strictest diet ever.
Now, Z, it has to be more than talk. You always talk that. I'm going to
Yeah.
work out. I'm going to watch my diet. I'm going to stop drinking. Yeah, you talk a good game, but you actually have to do it.
I am going to do it because, especially when I'm just walking short distance and I'm out of breath, it's not good. It's not good, especially when I was using my inhaler. I told my doctor that I'm using my inhaler a lot more than I usually do, and she said, "Well, you
Using
probably
what? Oh, inhaler.
yeah."
Yeah, I mean that's a sign.
That's the time you said you need to get your in shape. So that's one of the things they're going to do. But yeah, the rumor is it might be the icon, it might be the stars of the seas, because in Texas, where we love our stars. So that is the big thing coming up. And we
I've
have.
been I've been watching Island Time, and he's been dropping. He does a lot of research and certain paperwork people have to file before they do something. So I've been trying to follow him, and I think he's thinking like the icon. It might not be, but the icon would make sense um, because they have a newer class ship out, and no matter I know you love Texas, but Texas isn't like the hub for cruising, just because of location. I mean, it could be, but because of location, you don't have a lot of options as far as where you go.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so I can see bringing the Icon down there, bringing out one of the newer ships. A
Hmm.
newer ship, if it goes 7 days, it can go Eastern and Western Caribbean, and then go a couple of 9 or 10 day cruises and do the Southern Caribbean. So I see more options for like the Star of the Seas and the other Icon class ship that they're coming out with.
Yeah, they're coming. Let's see. Royal Caribbean is coming out with, is it 4 or 5? I think it's 5 Icon class ships. And Carnival is thinking about building a bigger ship than the XL class ship.
I want them to do something different. Excel class ships. Oh, thank you. My room's ready, but I'm gonna stay on it for a little bit. But my room is ready. The Icon, I mean, the Excel class ship is a nice ship. I like the layout. I like the food options. It's a good ship. but I don't want a repeat of the same ship over and over again. And that's what we got with the Mardi Gras, with Celebration, and with Jubilee. So I'd like to see them come out with a different ship and add some new things to it.
Yeah,
and I don't want icon. I don't want icon. Like, even though we're going on Utopia, and normally I don't do a lot of research for ships, but I've watched a lot of Utopia videos. I'm looking at an Oasis class ship. I'm not looking at a lot of different changes. I think the biggest change coming out will be MSC World America. That's the one that's the ship that I'm looking forward to. I'm not looking forward to the Star that much for Royal. World America for MSC.
MSC Royal. Where's that cruise ship coming out, and where's it going to go?
I think it's coming out in April of 25. I was on it, but I had to cancel it because I had another cruise coming up. So let's see. Jennifer is saying, Z, MyFitnessPal is a good app. You put everything in there and it calculates for you. So it just tells you, hey, there's a few apps out there. It tells you how far you have to walk to lose weight, and what you're doing a good one with the chair exercises, because you build the chair exercises up, and then next thing you know, like even if you can't do push-ups, but if you do raise yourself on your chair, eventually you might get to the point where you're doing push-ups, you're doing sit-ups.
Oh yeah,
you have to stretch. A lot of stuff out there. Cruising Nut says, "Hey guys, sorry, busy multitasking today."
Saying hello to everybody in here. Yeah.
He's in and out.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, so the icon class. So the Utopia, this could be your first time on this street.
It's first. I went on Allure of the Seas, which is an Oasis class ship. It didn't have the amplification. So it didn't have a lot of the slides and things like that. But when I looked at Utopia, it has a lot of the same features. I think they threw a new bar in there, the pesky parrot, and I'm looking forward to that. But I like to see different things.
Right. So I know you didn't get the drink package on this one, did you?
MSC, I didn't. I did get the drink package for Utopia.
On a 3-day cruise?
I don't think I'm going to drink, though, because it's a 3-day cruise. There's no sea days. I want to see the ship, so I don't see myself drinking a lot on the ship, because unlike some professional drinkers I know, I can't drink all day, all night, and the next day get back up and do it again. So I think there's over 20 bars on it. My clock is having a group cruise on it, so I don't know if we're doing a group cruise. There's another Facebook group that's going, and they're having a bar crawl, but they're talking about, one of them I was looking at, I think it was like doing, or it might have been MSC, like doing 18 bars in 18 hours. And I just don't think I'm going to be doing that.
I'll be at number 5. Those things. Where are we supposed to go now? I'm going to bed. 18 bars.
Well, I'm going to try. I don't plan on. I'm not going to go to bed early, but 1 or 2 o'clock at night, I'm going to do the shows, then head to the casino, have a cigar, and then get up in the morning, go to breakfast, and just try to experience the ships. I'm not used to Royal, so it's different for me to have to plan my shows in advance. Normally, like on Carnival, there's a show tonight. If you want to go, you just show up. Royal, you have to make reservations, and if you don't make reservations, you can show up. And if somebody doesn't show up, they let you in.
Yeah. It's that's right. And yes, and the Icon comes to Texas, I'm definitely getting a drink package, because it starts when you get on the ship. Yeah. Now you know how Carnival is so cheap. So yeah.
Because I don't drink that much on there. I'll buy a couple of drinks. A lot of times I get the casino package, so I drink free in the casino. But that's only when I'm in the casino, and the casino has to be open. But when I first get on the ship, I might get a drink or two.
Right.
Like I'm getting a ton of drinks, and I'm not trying to do 15 drinks before dinner time.
Well, I didn't do it. I didn't do that on the Jubilee because I didn't get the drink pack. I used my credit.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I would have done a drink package on the Jubilee, Bill, you would have helped. Everybody would have helped me. Lucky I got that wheelchair. Yes, guys, if you don't want to rent a scooter, if you want to rent a wheelchair, I think Carnival does it. Royal Caribbean, I know they use the scooter. I'll be using the scooter for the MSC. But yeah, it was. But by the way, y'all heard this week, Cozumel is going to raise the taxes on get out to Cozumel. It's like $5 for a person now.
I mean, that's not a deal breaker.
No.
$5. Nobody likes it, but it's the cost of doing business.
Yeah. And that Cozumel will be a famous port. That is my favorite port, guys.
Cozumel's a decent port, and you don't really have to leave the area. What are those rum? You still have some rum cakes left?
Yeah.
Wow.
I still have them left. I still have them left. They there.
Let's see. Jennifer says you put your goals in there, and every day you put what you want to eat. It sets goals and calculates for you how much walking. Oops, hold on, it skipped on me. How much walking, calories burned, and what's remaining, etc.
But yes, so the 16th, I got another doctor's appointment next Friday. Got some medication they tried on Monday. She did see me on Friday. Then I have an appointment with my lung doctor on the 16th to do that lung test to find out what's going on with that. But I think
you have to stick to it. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
For me, I have a paralyzed diaphragm, so one of my lungs, it doesn't inflate. So I only have one lung. So I can't run around like I used to. I walk. But if I get tired, I stop. I stop, take a break, and keep going. But most of the time, walking the ship it's not really a problem. But like where I'm at right now, I went walking before you came on, and in this 95 degree heat with the humidity, I could definitely feel it.
Yeah, that is true about Florida. It's not raining. Is it raining?
No, it's a beautiful. A couple of clouds in the sky, but it's a beautiful day. They're talking about maybe thunder showers later on, but that's Florida. Usually in the afternoon, you do get thunder showers, thunderstorms.
Mm-hmm.
VentureCast says, "I got the drink package for Utopia. I'm going to just have fun and meet all the cool people, and I want to meet the cool people." But I'm not going to hang around the cool people. I want to see the ship a lot, so I'm gonna go in there and hopefully we can have a meet and greet and maybe I think Clock is hooking it up where we can do dinner together. The only problem with that is, I'm gonna probably do the main dining room one time. Then I have they have that railroad train. I'm gonna do that one night, and then I'll probably do another restaurant or two just to see what it's like.
So, Bill, everybody wants to know if you're going to do the Flow Rider.
No. And the reason I won't do the Flow Rider is I don't want to fall and have like a chest injury because I'm worried about a lung. I have one lung. I can't damage that one lung. Smoking cigars is not probably the best thing for me.
You can use it like a boogie board. Have you ever done boogie board before?
Yeah, no, but I've seen them wipe out on that. And they fall hard. Yeah, like they fall hard and hit that back wall. And I don't want to do that. I think one of my problems, I think where I hurt my lung, my diaphragm, was I was out playing football and going for catching a pass or whatever, and I fell hard, and I think that caused some damage, and I haven't been able to get it right since. So I'm always conscious of it.
Right. We have some new people coming in here. CC, hey, how you doing, CC? What's happening? What is going on?
I'm up here. I'm behind. Let me catch up on the chat real quick. Jennifer and VentureCast, they want to do lime and coconut. It looks fun. It looks outdoors. Whew. If it's this hot, well, if it's a nice breeze, I don't mind. Like I was sitting out here and it's hot, but it was a nice breeze, so it wasn't bad. VentureCast says that they had one on the Navigator of the Seas, and the signature drink was awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. Yes, it's signature drink on the Navigator of the Seas.
Antoinette Fun came in. Welcome in, Antoinette.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, Jason, yeah, for EEOC wiped out on the 4-1 3 years ago. And had to, yeah, because I think he was standing up.
Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to, my son's going with me, so I'm trying to get him to do it. So he's young. He'll bounce back.
Well, we need to just get on there for about 5 seconds, Bill.
I'm not getting on it at all.
You need to support your channel.
I don't need to support it that much.
Hey, you probably get some good ratings on that one.
Controversial Cruising, welcome in. Appreciate you being in here.
What's that, BCC?
Who? Oh, you're saying C? I'm thinking you're saying CZ. But you're talking about Scott Controversial Cruising.
Yeah.
Okay. CC.
Yeah.
I never heard anybody call him that.
Well, that's me. Antoinette Fun is here. Hey, young lady. I haven't talked to you in a while. I hope you're out doing good with the casino deals. Speaking of casinos, you have a special on Royal for if you're a gambler. You don't have no free drinks.
They sent me some offers, but I don't have it. I think if you get 1,500 points in 1 year from April to April, I think they offer you a free cruise. I have like 400 or 500 points on Royal, so I'm gonna try to get a few more points. They sent me some offers. I just haven't looked them up. I don't know if it's free. I don't know if it's discounted. So I'm not really sure.
Well,
with Royal is the price. If I go on Royal, especially like the newer ships, I have to cut down on the number of cruises I take. Whereas Carnival, the cruises are basically almost unlimited.
Yeah. Yeah, they can be cutting that down. I don't see any good deals on Carnival now since every cruise company is almost back to normal, and they're building new ships. I mean,
the thing, it looks worse because they include all the fees and taxes.
Yeah. Oh man, a lot of people were talking.
Antoinette said, "Z, I hung out with you yesterday."
It did. Oh, yeah.
Wait a second. I hung out with you yesterday, you big old fool.
She didn't say the big old fool.
Oh, okay. Let me see. I might add that in. That I'm thinking Fred Sanford voice.
Oh,
big old fool.
Fish-eyed fool.
You fish-eyed fool.
Yeah. So, 100. Yeah. Well, I was having some fun on that yesterday, especially when I had to watch the other wrestling. Anyways, Bill, so your next cruise is that one. So you're doing two. You're doing two different.
I'm doing the two. What? I don't. What month is it? What are we in? September. September. Then October 9th, I'm doing a 16-day cruise through the Panama Canal. It goes from Seattle to through the Panama Canal. It stops in Costa Rica. It goes through the Panama Canal, and there's someplace else it stops. And it stops in Mexico. I think it's Cabo. I don't like Cabo. Cabo is one of those resorts, one of those areas where it's over commercialized. Everybody's trying to sell you everything, and I'm just if I can't get out with the locals, I really don't want to even go to Cabo San Lucas anymore.
So 16. And what cruise is that? What cruise ship is that?
That is Carnival Spirit.
Oh, so
16 days on Carnival Spirit.
So how's it feel? How's it feel? You've been on like extra class ships, and you go back down to the lower class ships. How does it feel for you personally when you did the big ships and you go back to the little ships?
I like the little ships as long as they have a good vibe to them. The bigger ships. So let's talk. Utopia. Well, I'm not doing the flow rider. I'm not doing the rock climbing. I'm not doing the zip lining. I'm not. So they have a lot of things. So if you have a family and younger people and they want to do that stuff, it's great. And especially if you're traveling with family with younger people, they want all those activities. I can do without them. It's cute to have them on it. I'm not doing it. So what difference does it make? Right. So if I get on the Spirit, as long as you have good people there and everybody's enjoying themselves, having a good time, no fights, nobody overindulging in alcohol. I enjoy the smaller class ships. Have some good shows, good piano bar. I'm happy. A good comedian. I'm more than happy. I'm this 16-day cruise. I probably have 4 or 5 sea days in there, and I'm gonna sit there, get in the pool. Hopefully, it's not too crowded. And yeah, Mike, I'm not. We're not talking about the Michigan Texas. I literally called my son. I said Texas is going to win by 50 points. So don't get me going, Mike. I cut it off.
31-6.
It could have been anybody else. USC, anybody. I didn't want Texas to beat Michigan, not Texas.
Wow. So
Texas is looking pretty good, by the way.
They are looking pretty good.
Or
Michigan,
or Michigan is just trash, which I kind of believe Michigan is just trash.
Yeah, because I guess they got all their defense. Most of the defense they were on last year are now in the NFL.
Yeah, but good teams, they reload.
Yeah, they reload.
And Michigan, it doesn't like they reloaded. They don't have a quarterback. They're looking terrible.
Well, this is a different coach now.
Different coach, and Harbaugh took like the defensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. I mean, they have a lot of problems, but my goodness.
31-6. I need to call my financial advisor. Hopefully, he took Texas. He better take Texas.
Mike. They're ranked 10th. They were being generous with that ranking. They were being generous.
31.
Generous. I mean, if you watch and I watched the game last week with Michigan. I mean, they struggled. Fresno State? They struggled.
Yeah, that was.
I knew this game. I was hoping for the best, but what happened is, or what is happening is what I thought was going to happen, and it makes it look like Michigan doesn't belong.
Yeah, they're going to be in their own place.
Michigan is trash. Trash. I call them like I say, people think I'm a homer. I am. I do watch like I love my Lions. I love my Tigers. I love my Pistons. I'm still, but I'm realistic about it. And if they can't play, they can't play. In Michigan right now, they can't play.
And speaking of NFL, who is your Detroit Lions playing?
They play the Rams. It doesn't matter. We're going to beat whoever it is in front of us. So they play the Rams Sunday night, which I'm gonna be on the ship. I got on my Michigan. I take that Michigan gear. I got my Lion gear. They have in their sports bar, they have some slot machines, but they also have like individual booths. So they have TVs around the bar, but then they have little individual booths. So I'm hoping to get down there early by being a night game and get me a booth and get some Lions fans and some Rams fans down there so we can have some fun, going back and forth, talking about the teams. It should be a good game.
Yeah. And Dallas Cowboys are going to play Cleveland, and
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I got Cleveland. I mean, I got Cleveland beating the Cowboys.
I don't know why we brought Zeke back. That was a mistake of a lifetime. I mean, why is Zeke back there in a uniform? I have no clue. I have no clue. I have no clue.
Scott, Scott, I need you to stop. I call him like I see him. Trash is trash. And where we talked about trash before was as far as calling somebody's channel trash, not football teams or sports teams. I'll say
Arkansas is doing good. Yeah, I bet you. Well, Derek he's at his kids' football games. I know he has watching the Arkansas game.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
It's good. I always said this is the best. This is the best time of year.
Yes,
as far as sports, this is the best time. You got college football, you got baseball. Even though my Tigers aren't in it, I mean they're trying to get into the wild card race, but they're not in it. Texas, I mean, you guys have the Astros and the Rangers. I haven't really been keeping up with them, but you guys have some good baseball teams. I mean, I think the team to beat in Texas in NFL is the Houston Texans.
Yeah, well,
I think they're the team to beat. They got a good looking squad.
Jennifer is trying to get you in trouble, trying to get you high blood pressure.
What did Jennifer say?
Pretty sure he'll say Carnival is trash. Well, we always knew that, Jennifer. We knew that.
Who did she say was trash? Carnival?
Yeah.
Carnival is not. It's not trash. Carnival is home. Carnival, they treat me right. I think they treat most people right. I think Carnival's problem is a lot of ports they sell out of. They make them they try to make them like booze cruises.
Yeah.
The reason a lot of as to use a Z word, they get a lot of knuckleheads on there. I mean, knuckleheads can happen anywhere.
Yeah.
But Carnival has a lot of knucklehead ships.
Especially the Vista. The Vista, I mean, that ship, I feel sorry for that ship. Engine problems. They had look like a revolt. People wanted their money. It was just, I mean, yeah.
Well, that was a bad move on Carnival.
Yeah.
Just because they were trying to get as much as they could out the Vista. But if you knew you couldn't go to certain ports, nobody wants to go to Freeport and Nassau. You can't change. My man got a Detroit hat on. See, Detroit representing now. Anyway. Hold on. It was controversial cruising. Geno Smith, really? Really?
Oh, no.
Carnival. I mean, you'll hear me say things about Carnival, but it's not trash. Trash is really. I mean, I might say it just because whatever, I'm mad at the time. But Carnival is not trash. Carnival is a solid ship, and they give you a fair price most of the time.
Yeah.
They're raising the prices up because of supply and demand. They're raising the prices up, but so is every other cruise line. So Carnival is a solid ship, and I always have a good time on Carnival ship. Always.
Yeah. But the thing is with Carnival, and they should change their policy, especially if they're doing like a 3-day or 4-day cruise. All those knuckleheads are trying to drink, they'll say, hey, I'm paying for 15, I'm paying for the drink package. I'm going to drink as much as I can in 3 days. There's no way.
No, see, that's not that. I can't put my finger on why, because Carnival, they do make an effort. They do say you can only have 15 drinks. All the other cruise lines, you can drink as much as you want. So it's not the number of drinks.
There's
something else involved. I think it's more like the clientele that they bring.
Yeah.
They for the last 30 years, they've been talking about the fun ship. So their short cruises, they really do want to make it like a party atmosphere, a frat weekend, which is what they're trying to do with Utopia, which made me nervous about Utopia.
Yeah. But I think people that pay their money for Utopia is not going to be arguing, fussing, and fighting all that good stuff.
Well, I mean, if you charge a ton of money,
Mm-hmm.
you
I
you,
know.
you,
Yeah.
you raise the clientele level,
Yeah.
and I think that so there may be drinkers, but to be on that ship, you I mean you have to work. I mean you're talking a 3-day cruise, a Carnival 3-day cruise would be $250,
Uh-huh.
and for Utopia it's 1,000.
Yeah.
So when people say, "Hey, I can go on a Carnival ship," and I think you get first time cruisers that
Uh,
don't know how to act that freedom and with the alcohol and uh, they're not used to traveling. When you go, if you're paying you go on an Icon and you're paying $3,000, that's not your first trip. That's not the first time you've been out. You've been out before. You've dealt with people before, and a lot of people that are on Carnival ships, um, and not all of them, because again we're talking 95% of the people are good, but
yeah.
you'll have a small number of them
Mhm.
that don't know how to deal with others. They don't play well with others, and
Yeah.
and the price is right. Um, MSC is like that. MSC has some good prices, and I'm worried about MSC becoming that ship because
Well.
MSC their ships are beautiful,
Oh
and if
yeah.
you can Carnival prices for Oasis class ship type, once people learn that. But the thing with MSC is, and I feel like I'm rambling here, but that's okay, I guess. Um, MSC caters to a lot of Europeans. So
Yeah.
people are flying over from Europe. People are coming up from Latin America to get on MSC cruise ships because they're a European-based cruise line. So you get a better mix of people. Carnival. If you go on the Sunshine for a 3-day cruise, well, it's a Miami. It's a party ship,
Hmm.
and you're getting people that you see a lot of blue cards. You get a lot of people that never been on a cruise before, and they don't understand the cruise mentality.
Right.
They want to everything has to be settled with a fight or whatever. So,
Well, it's like Jerry Springer. It's out of fight to. I say okay, well,
but I gotta stress, I'm saying that it's just a couple of people. It's not
Yeah.
like the entire ship is like that. It's just a couple of people that make a bad situation, and you see the videos of them on it. And also, Carnival has a ton of ships in these markets. The older
Yeah.
ships, the cheaper cruises. They go out of Miami and Tampa and New York and New Orleans and Alabama and
Uh-huh.
so you get a
Them
most
kind of cartel, yeah.
you see it mostly like out of Miami, maybe
Yeah. I
Fort
think.
Lauderdale a little bit,
Mm,
but let's see. I know Antoinette. I know Antoinette. I'm not. I know it sounds like I'm bashing Carnival. I love Carnival, and they've always treated me right.
yeah.
But when you go, Antoinette, you went on MSC Seashore. You know the crowd. A 3 or 4 day cruise on MSC was different than a 3 or 4 day cruise on
On
Carnival.
Carnival. Yes.
5 days. 5 days is probably like the sweet spot Carnival. If you do a 5 day cruise, normally you're not having too many problems.
Yeah. 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 So I did 5 day, 2 5 day cruise on the triumph when I first started cruising. And yeah. I
Uh,
didn't see no fights. I see arguments, but not no fist fights or
well,
anything.
even like the arguments, I don't
Yeah.
on most ships I don't see arguments, but the few that I have seen were on the shorter cruises.
Yeah.
On Allure of the Seas. I did a 4 day cruise on Allure of the Seas, and I saw people that they didn't know how to uh, play well with others. Here's an elevator, and you have old people getting on the elevator, and younger people, I guess they waited on the elevator, so now they're gonna knock the old people out the way to make sure they get on the elevator. And a lot of times when you spend $2,000 or $3,000 for a cruise, you don't have that mentality. You just don't have that kind of mentality. A lot of times.
Oh, yeah.
Now you do get people like who think they're better than everybody else in that cruise, but that usually doesn't generate to that doesn't boil down to arguing over you stepped on my shoe. Where they run into a problem is more of I want this seat. I want to save a whole row.
Yeah, especially at
And
daytime.
I'm entitled to me and my group cruise. We all want this whole row, so two of us are going to sit at each end and block off the whole row. They just feel entitled.
Right. Unless the staff will corner off a section and says this is for a good cruise day. They tie it around and say this is only for the cruise, and they got the paper to say this is only for such and such a guest. Yeah.
Honestly, I saw one of the most dangerous situations. It could have been. It was on an MSC ship. Was it MSC? Oh, I think it was MSC, where I have to look back at my film and see, but they had like a 3 or 4 day cruise. But the nightclub, they had no security, and they had young people, and the DJ allowed them to do like a rap battle where they're going back and forth in rap battle, and it could have ended poorly because they started talking about each other. It didn't happen, but I saw the potential that it could happen.
Mhm.
And they had no security there.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Carnival, they need to they have to understand where the problems are at.
Yeah.
You know, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, you need to have security up by the late night buffet and the
Nightclub.
pizza.
Yeah. 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 It's they get it better now. Now people are complaining about the vaping, and there are people are complaining. Well, I could have vape. You need a vape and smoke at the same place. If people are not vaping right now, going to say, I would go wherever I want. No, you can't. So,
but that's more like an entitled type of person.
Yeah. So,
you can't vape. You can't tell me what to do. So that's more of an entitled type of person.
Yeah, it's one of those things you just go say, okay, really,
and then they want to sit there and argue and
that's the serious stuff. You get caught vaping out of a smoking section, you get a $500 fine, and you might get kicked out the ship. So if you cannot vape for 5 or 7 days, you need help. I'm just saying, you need help. I think most of I know MSC has a like a cigar section, right?
Well, the most of the cruise lines now, they treat smokers as like a second-hand citizen. And when you got to delete that out the video.
Yeah, they did live.
And they want to put you in like the worst spots and things like that. MSC, they actually have one room,
cigar room,
and you go in there, you can get a drink, watch TV, you sit there and just relax. And I like the way MSC treats me, and I also like their choice of music better. It's more of that the Luther Vandross and things like that, Anita Baker type of music throughout the ship. They do have party music. I mean, don't get me wrong, but like with Carnival and Royal, it's like they have a playlist, and it's like, here's the top pop songs, and we're going to play these songs, and every place you go, you're going to hear the same old songs. And it wasn't like that on MSC. And I literally sat down there and just listened to the music and listened to a jazz band. And Royal was like that, where they had playing jazz.
Yeah.
And I just enjoyed it. Antoinette says, right, Bill, Carnival is far from trash. It is. It's not trash. Is not. I mean, I might use the word trash,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's not what I mean. I think where Carnival lacks is lack of imagination as far as how to entertain people.
Yeah. And
VentureCast says Carnival needs to invest in a better security department. If they were smarter about how they use their security, they could prevent all of these brawls.
well,
You can't, Mike, and that's where we're going to disagree. You can't security the brawls out of people. Those are the people that are fighting. They're going to fight anywhere, whether it be the Lido deck, whether it be because they felt disrespected somehow. You people like that. You can't
you can't do that. Yeah.
add more security and think that's going to go away. They just find someplace else to, whether it be at the elevators, whether it be at the piano bar, whether it be at you just can't.
You can't cover that. Yeah, because that happens on land too. If they're gonna fight, they're gonna fight. You just can't cover that. It's the parents' fault.
I gotta make sure no Carnival people are behind me and getting upset with what I'm saying.
Yeah, the following video is PG-18 if you want to know, because it's prime time. Mike, Will D to the house. Prime time. Will D to the house. Thank you, guys. Will D for coming in. We're just trying to catch up.
Well, yeah. See now, VentureCast, you're right about this one. They cater to a party crowd and then surprise when fights break out, and that's where the problem is. And because Utopia is doing the same thing, they're hyping a party crowd. It's a 3-day weekend. They're having toga parties. They're doing the same thing, but I think they have a different clientele because of the price point.
Right. That's why we need to go on the Virgin Voyages.
Internet at Fun says, yes, that's true, Bill. I noticed the difference between MSC, Carnival 3 and 4-day cruises. There's a difference, and I'm praying that MSC doesn't go like that because I love, like, as far as MSC 3 and 4-day cruise, I absolutely love it, and that's why I hate that I'm missing a World America. And they're trying some new things. They have a swing going on. They're trying different things, and if they stay in step with the type of music that they play, and they still catering to Europeans, even though Europeans they can they're not as their politeness isn't the same as our politeness, and that creates a problem at times because a lot of times they may want to cut in line at the buffet and not think anything about it. It's like, well, nobody's here at the salad bar. Why can't I get it? Well, this person is going down the line and he's waiting his turn. So you have to learn how to assimilate to wherever you're at.
Yeah, Europeans are Europeans are just.
But I mean, that's all cultures are different. I mean, I'm sure if you took if you were in Singapore and took a cruise over there, it's totally different.
They're very nice people. People in Asia, they're very, very nice people in Asia.
I'm sure they have their ways. I'm sure if you go over there and if I went over to Asia right now and said something about Buddha or something like that.
No, I would not read anything
but that's what I'm saying. But you in the U.S., well, we can. Ideal is freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want to say.
Yeah,
you can't say whatever you want to say.
Yeah, because you're not in America. So yeah,
cutting somebody off, whether they're old or young, over in some countries, you respect the elderly, and it's like you let them go first. So I mean, it's just a different.
Yeah.
The 3-day cruise Carnival is a different clientele, and I think it's because it's like an entry point to cruising, and I this is my opinion, people too. So don't. It's
all
not,
right. This is PG-18. This is Bill's opinion. Go ahead,
Bill. True. VentureCast, true, but where there are certain hotspots where the fights usually take place, and you could at least have a presence. Yes, and I agree. There's no reason at 2:00 in the morning that you don't have a couple of security people there. They
Right.
did it with the nightclub. They have people at the door at the nightclub to make sure. They have a couple people at the door, and then they usually have one person inside the club watching the dance floor. And usually you don't see the problems in the nightclub on Carnival.
Yeah.
It's outside that. And that's where they don't have, like, after the club, they go up and have pizza.
Yeah. And no security. Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, there is a way there. Yes, Mike. But when I say I disagree with you, Mike, it's like it's not a question of having more security, because people that want to fight, they're going to fight. They'll find some place. They just won't do it right there. Because it's like a nightclub. They have security at the door and security inside the nightclub. We're not going to fight here, but when we get out the nightclub and I see
they're going to fight somewhere. Yeah. Back in my day, I used to work at a nightclub, and we had security like inside, outside. Yeah, I used to work in this nightclub, and basically every 3 or 4 weeks we'll have somebody fighting or some women. The funny thing is, I hate to say it, the funny thing is to watch the ladies fight. They don't care. They'll be pouring weeds out. Throwing shoes everywhere. And I saw it on one cruise. They're throwing weaves out, they're throwing shoes and glasses. I said, man. And the guys just, they're just clean. But it's funny to watch ladies fight, because it's just like WWE.
But the thing that's funny to me is, see, I kind of live like in reality. And we're talking about, every weekend, how many people go on a cruise. So every weekend down in Miami, you have so a weekend in Miami, let's say they go through, 500,000 people cruising. And we're talking about one fight that they had on the ship. And that's where it's a rare occurrence. It does happen, but it's a rare occurrence, and that's why people laugh about the cruising and all this other good stuff. It happens, but it's not the norm. Like I've never seen like a 53, 54 cruises. I've never seen an actual fist fight. I've seen an argument. I've seen a girlfriend slap a boyfriend. Now I've seen a couple of arguments, but not the
fist fight, throwing stuff. Yeah,
50 cruises. It's just not something that doesn't happen. I can't. If I go on this cruise tomorrow, MSC, and there's a fight, if it's only one fight, I mean,
you go film it.
A fight happens.
You don't
let that happen. If you want to cut it down, you don't.
The question is, you gonna film it?
give me 1 second, Z.
All right.
I'm listening to you. I'm gonna check it in real quick.
All right. Basically, yeah. So if the main thing is, you see all the fights on YouTube and everything like that, because there's more cameras, there's more people have phones, and they're taking pictures and taking videos of that, and that's why you see it online or you see it on YouTube. It's like, oh, they're having a fight on this cruise ship. But basically, it's a lot of Carnival people, a lot of Carnival ships that you see those fights, and you'll say, hey, maybe I don't want to go on a 3-day or 4-day cruise. And yeah, it's my personal opinion. They should cut out the here's the thing. People on 3 days, 4-day cruise, they buy the drink package. They're going to drink as much as they can. And most of these people are first-time cruisers. And there's a difference between drinking on land and drinking on sea. They don't know what's going to happen. The attitude changes. It's just it's a mess. And Carnival is a notorious one to have it. It's like Jerry Springer. It's like Maury Povich. But yeah, it's like that. Hopefully they are learning over the years how to deal with that. And by the way, the Carnival Vista had situations like that, and basically The Vista was during the shutdown was the one of the cruise ships that transferred supplies and their personnel all over when they're shut down, and that ship should have been in dry dock right after the right, right after they reopened. They should have went straight to dry dock, and they're still having propulsion issues like that. And that's one of the reasons why you saw the big argument. People were complaining about their money, get their money back. And
Well, they just totally, and I understand, and I'm not that type of person where uh, you change my itinerary.
mhm,
The problem with Carnival is they knew they were having problems.
yeah,
They got the people on the ship,
uh-huh,
then changed the itinerary to like Nassau and Freeport from um, Amber Cove and whatever Grand Turk,
yeah,
wherever I don't know exactly where they did it, and it was like totally different. And I can understand being upset.
yeah,
I'm not having a revolt on the ship.
yeah.
If I don't like the company, I just don't deal with the company anymore. So
Right.
I'm not going to sit down there in the lobby. We want our money back. We want our money. I'm not doing it. First of all, the contract says they can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah,
So
you know, people
kind
always.
of screwed there. You're not going to do any. I mean, nothing's going to happen if they don't want it to happen. I mean, good business policy. They would try to take care of their customers. But
And and I guarantee you, most of the people that say that did not read their contract fully. They just
nobody
skip.
reads the
Yeah,
contract full.
yeah.
They literally. I was reading Margaritaville. They literally put in the contract that the gratuities that you prepay,
Uh-huh.
they in the contract it says they can do whatever they want to do with that money. Like, wait a second. I mean, Carnival and everybody else usually they tell you how the money is divided up between the workers.
Hmm.
Margaritaville was the only one I've ever seen where it said we can do whatever we want to do with that money. So if we want to give it to them, we can. If we don't want to give it to them, well,
Wow.
it's right here in the contract. It says it. You signed this, right? Right. I signed it. Okay. Well, what are you complaining about?
Yeah,
Uh,
well, yeah, yeah. Maybe they have a different kind of pay system. Maybe they paid a little bit more. We don't know the staff. Or, yeah, if it says that, guys gotta read the contract. I know it's wild. I know you're excited about you going on your cruise, but you gotta read your contract. Read it.
but this
So,
is a
uh,
not not to change the subject real quick, but this place is like right next to like a Publix
uh-huh.
liquor store, and people are going over here buying their sodas, and this is a good little spot. I don't know what there is to do around here, but it's in Cape Canaveral, so it's got to be things to do. I saw like some putt golf and zip lines and stuff like that, so it's got to be a ton of things to do around here. So I mean, people seem like they're getting ready to head out on a cruise. I'm assuming tomorrow because I'm assuming the cruise ships. What time is it? If you're going on a cruise now, you're on the ship.
Yeah, the thing is,
Top notch. I mean, I'm sitting over here like in the lobby to the side, and the lady came over here to check me in. I'm sitting right here. She came from behind the desk to come over here and check me in to give me my room. So I will give them a 5 star for that service right there. They didn't have to. I was going to just stay here until it was time for me to check in, but she came over here and checked me in, and they didn't take a deposit. Most
uh,
of the hotels down here, they take a deposit like $100 for um, things you want to you might buy snacks or whatever, but they didn't even take a deposit. So they're top notch in my book.
and Jennifer says, should we switch to those there instead of, yeah, go ahead and do that, Jennifer.
No, no, no. The pool is a very small pool. It's not like a resort. And if you had a family, like especially with kids, there's there's I don't see anything around here like for kids. So you would have to catch an Uber, or if you rented a car or something, you'd have to drive someplace. So
Yeah,
the
uh,
resorts you said, Jennifer, you have everything right there. You're self-contained most of the time.
yeah. And Publix is just like, it's like Kroger's. I remember back the day when I was in Florida, Publix was, it was the spot.
I mean, I always hear about it. I've been to Publix once or twice before.
Yeah.
Usually just to pick up a bottle of wine. MSC, I don't think you can take a bottle of wine on, so I didn't get a bottle of wine. But you know, you can go over there and get some snacks, potato chips, and things like that, and you know it's like a fair price.
Yeah, and that's why they go in the night before. They go to like I think they got Publix. They probably got a Walmart over there somewhere. Uh, People go ahead and get your stuff before you get on the cruise, because if you forget anything, you try to buy something on the cruise, good luck. No prices are out crazy.
Hey Z, can you check your basement?
Oh, I got something coming in. Give me a second. Oh, guess who was here?
Hey,
Mike,
what's going on?
What's happening, man?
how's it going, Mike?
Just living the dream.
Yeah,
That's all we can do.
I heard about your dream.
Mr. Red Dragon himself.
I heard about the dream. Yes, this live is PGA now.
Prime time.
It's prime time, baby. Prime time. Speaking of Mike, you've been to Asia. How was it, man?
Man, I was almost cried when it was time to go, man. It was, I mean, I made the most of every second until the car pulled up to take me back to the airport, you know.
So what?
Mike, if I didn't have family, I probably would go live over there. Just because of the price of living. I look at like, you know, like apartments and stuff over there.
Yeah.
I probably would go over there and live.
I'm seriously considering it. I mean,
I'm not giving up my citizenship here, but
No,
I would go over there for 6 months. Like instead of being a snowbird and come down to Florida, where rent is sky high, where insurance is sky high.
Hurricane.
I would go over there and live on a pension and live like a king.
oh yeah.
You got to worry about the typhoons, though.
Well, I got that here.
Yeah.
I got that here. I had one. We just had one earlier this year and knocked at my power. So
I mean,
it's between a hurricane and typhoon.
same.
God bless you guys.
One rotates one way, the other one rotates the other. That's the only difference.
If you live in Texas, and Thailand is just a little island, and if your power goes out for that, it'll take a matter of weeks, maybe months to get. Because I used to live in Okinawa back in the day.
But that was back in the day. I mean,
we still had typhoon.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, back in the 70s, the good old.
Well, I mean, every place. You guys are talking about your hurricanes and stuff like that. Well, come up here and live for about 10 days in a row, and the temperature never gets above zero.
Oh, there's no way.
I
would never, ever.
Well, I wouldn't live full time there anyway because
I wouldn't do that either.
Because the way the visa system and the immigration system that is there. First of all, I'm not 55, so I don't qualify for a retirement visa.
Ooh.
And so, but they do give you 60 days on your passport. So, like when I got there, the guy stamped my passport. I had a 60-day window, and then all you got to do is just leave the country for like a day, and then come right back, and then you got another 60 days.
Wow.
So that's what I'm trying to do. February, March, I'm going to go up there for just almost 60 days. So
I want to try. February, I think I just booked the Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
But then March I'm free, and then April I'm doing a 29-day cruise. So if I can get a few days in March, Thailand, I might fly to Thailand for about a week.
Yeah.
So the question of the day is: did you get to meet Nick Navin?
Who?
Nick Navin.
Nick Neiman?
Yeah, he lives in Thailand.
Oh no, I don't know who that is.
He's a
wait. Nick doesn't know who you are, Mike?
Well, he knows who I am.
I don't know. Has he got a YouTube channel? I mean, who is this person?
Big David is the king of YouTube. He knows he
Uh,
has like 950,000 subscribers. He is the guru.
if he's only got 950,000 subscribers and he's on YouTube, I mean,
He's small
Mr.
tape.
Beast,
But he is
like, you know,
oh yeah, I forgot. Big Mike. Yeah, Big Mike. Not kidding. But yeah, so now I must warn everybody this is PG-18. You know, I'm gonna ask this question.
Z, can I stop you 1 second, Z? Not PG-18. It's PG-13.
No, we gotta do 18.
PG-18 is R-rated.
Well, yeah, that's why.
When you're 18, it's R-rated.
That's what I'm saying.
good point. Good point.
It's G, PG, PG-13, R, X. So I don't know where you get this PG-8. Okay, with that being said, you can call it whatever you want to. It's your show.
Rated R.
Oh well, I was not even going there. We got that. All right. So the ladies out there, I saw your chat. Very, very friendly, huh?
Yes, they are. I mean, I'm not gonna like dive into too many details on that.
No, you gotta do it. Save them for Utopia.
Yes, if you want the real scoop, you got to come on the Utopia. So.
Yeah, I'll just get on my private plane right now and go on to that. When y'all leaving? When you leaving?
Well, it's next Friday, I think.
Yeah, I think it's next Friday. I get back Thursday, and then Friday go back on Utopia.
Oh, but both of y'all gonna be on there. Oh, okay. So y'all gonna do a live?
Has a bunch of people.
The shows are going to be on there. I mean, I don't even know who's all going to be on it. So,
yeah, Destination Fun and
I forgot about Destination Fun. They're going to be on it.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna be
Eric B.
I'm gonna be one suffering on this crazy diet that's gonna be on Monday.
Z, you can love to eat or you can eat to live. No, well, hold on? That's not what it is. You can live to eat or you can eat to live, and you got to make that choice. So if eating is more important than living, just keep eating up pizzas and
I you know what, I had to do this myself, and I told Bill, I got on a scale of 384 pounds, and I just said, what? I told the nurse that y'all need to check these scales. That's not right.
Oh, every time I look at a picture, like right now, I look at myself. I'm like, oh man, I don't look too big. Yeah. And then I'll see a picture of myself, and I look like a big oompa loompa. Like, how did I get so big? But that's when you don't, you're not active, and you don't want to cook a lot. You're out here eating fast food all the time, and just the wrong food, and eating late at night. I mean, what night was that? It was 2 or 3 nights ago. I'm embarrassed to even tell this story, but I'm gonna tell you guys. It was like 2:00 in the morning, and I'm out DoorDash some White Castle. Me and my son, what were we watching? We were watching something, and we wound up DoorDashing at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning some White Castle.
Man,
I felt bad. I'm like, I have a problem.
I haven't eaten White Castle in ages.
I think the last time I had White Castle, me, my mom, and my nephew, we went on the train going out to Jersey, and we went to East Orange, and there's a White Castle. And I said, let's stop here.
Yeah.
I got the White Castle. I said, let me get, I'm trying to figure out how many I want. And that's the hardest thing, because they got like a six combo. They got an 8 combo. They got a 20 combo. And I said, let me go ahead and get a 20.
Well, I actually, when I go on a cruise ship, I eat better. I don't go to the pizza places. I actually eat better. I'll get up and have a breakfast. a snack for lunch and then go to the main dining room or to a restaurant. And I'm eating a salad every day. And I actually eat better on a cruise ship than I do at home. At home, a lot of times I'm making things that are easy to make, which are good for me. A lot of breads and rice and pasta. So I'm making things like that, and the portions are too big. So I mean, I know, and that's where I had to get better as far as like walking it on a cruise ship. I mean, you're almost forced to walk because if you're gonna do, you have to walk to it. If I'm at home, I'm at home looking at YouTube videos. I'm at watching TV shows. Now it's football season. I mean, it's college football today. What am I gonna be doing tonight? Well, not watching Michigan play, but
what is the score, Mike?
31-6 with a minute and 52 seconds.
They must have put in the third string. Texas.
They
felt bad.
Yeah, it went over.
Coming up to Michigan to spank them in their own stadium.
Yeah, the total went over. King. I need to call my financial manager. Hey.
Actually, I don't know. I thought Texas might lose it because there's always that trap game at the beginning of the year, and that's usually when the upsets happen.
Michigan is trash. You don't have to worry about being upset by Michigan. If you lose to Michigan, you have problems.
Well, it's a first full season for this full-time coach, and Harbaugh, after he left, I think a couple people from his recruitment left too. Most of the people that were recruited by Harbaugh transferred, and some of them went to the NFL. So this new coach.
Harbaugh has his own problems.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a good year last year. Oh, that's right. They got caught stealing signs and stuff like that. So was he really good, or was he just stealing signs? And where he won and done, so we won't know. He didn't come back to try to repeat. So yeah, again, I live in reality. Listen, you got caught cheating 1 year, and you had 1 year you had a good year, huh? Let me guess.
Well, that's just like Pete Carroll. I mean, when things started to unravel at USC, he got won what he could, and then he got out. And then all the sanctions hit after he left.
Yep.
That's the unfair part. I mean, to punish the school after the coach is already gone. That's the bad part, because now you got all these kids in there that had nothing to do with it. You got all these new coaches in there had nothing to do with it, but now they're the ones being punished.
Absolutely, and Antoinette. Z, are you gonna do get ready for another hot tub on the MSC?
Yes.
Yes.
Antoinette.
Yeah.
Are you really looking at that picture? Do you really want to see something like that, Antoinette? Why would you even bring that up?
Well, see,
Antoinette, me and we're gonna have to have a talk. We're gonna have to get on one of these cruises together.
Yeah, that would be fun. Big Mike, we gotta discuss Jennifer and Andrew's wedding, bachelor party. What are you thinking? Here's the problem. Jennifer's brother is Andrew's best man, and his wife won't let him go to Vegas.
Jennifer's mother is what?
Jennifer's brother.
Oh, brother. I thought you said mother.
Andrew's best man at the wedding, but his wife won't let him go to Vegas. So
you gotta put the hammer down. What does he wear the pants in the face?
No.
Okay. Ladies, I'm just joking.
Put the hammer down. Come on.
I'm just joking. I mean, no.
You get up here and explain yourself. No. Why is your brother's wife have the charge?
The wife probably knows him. If he can't handle his drinking, if he can't handle his gambling, Vegas probably wouldn't be a good place for him to go.
Yeah,
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that.
That's
Wait,
why.
you should see me in a casino, late night, free drinks, and I know I should stop gambling, but it's like, oh, this machine's about to hit. I got to stay here for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to.
Pumping.
If I wasn't drinking, I wouldn't do that. I'm like, man, this machine's taking all my money. I would just leave.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I totally understand gamblers. Any kind of addictive personality. I trust me. I understand.
Yeah, so Oklahoma, you got to pay for your drinks. I think the good place to go is Shreveport, Louisiana. Oh man, good memories. Mike, I know you've been to Shreveport, Louisiana, right?
I've been there a few times. I've been there, Lake Charles. I go to Lake Charles more so, but yeah, I've been up to Shreveport.
The Isle Capri, that's the first one I went to when they opened. And man, doing the drinking and stay on the penny slots all night. Yeah, I could do that. I did that. I did that. That was just crazy. And then I got so addicted of it after I worked at my after I got off of work Saturday night at my nightclub. We close at 2. We clean out 4 o'clock, go to Denny's, eat some breakfast, and wait for the bus. You used to have a bus from Grand Prairie, Texas, Grand Prairie to Shreveport, casino buses. And it takes like 4 hours to get there, take a nap, wake up, gamble for about 7 hours to get back on the bus and go home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were the good old days, man.
Well, I had one night in Thailand, like right towards the end, and we went to one. We were out all night for starters. We closed down.
Yeah.
Well, we closed down at least a couple of bars.
What street were you on when you closed this place out? What
we started out. Well, I had a couple of my 2 spots was Tree Town and Soy Metro.
Soy Street.
Soy Metro. Well, first of all, you got Soy Bacau, which runs. It's just one long, never ending.
I've seen the videos.
And if you go, so my hotel was on Soy Honey, and so you go all down to Soy Honey, hit Soy Bacau, hang a right, and then you end up at Soy Metro, which is like a big, just block. It's closed in. It's closed off. You can get scooters in, but no cars. And it's just every night you go there, there's music pumping out of every bar, the lights, you just get sucked in. You go in and then a number of hours later you come out. It's just but that particular night, we went to 2 or 3 bars, and then she was like, well, I know a local spot.
I'm sorry. So who was this?
We'll go with she.
Right there.
So we're getting a little more information out of them. Okay.
Well, like I said, Utopia, come on out. You get the full debrief.
Mike has some news here.
She took me to some local Thai club, and I was the only non-Thai person in there by far. Really? And we kept going, and I lost track of time. Of course, I was drinking shots, and I would have bet my life that it was like 2, 3 in the morning. And we head out the door. As soon as we opened the door, the sunlight, was beating me. And instantly I just felt like, oh my God.
That sounds like Vegas.
That sounds like
it's nothing like coming out of bars and the sun is up and the kids are going to school and you're staggering out of a bar at 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. I mean, it's nothing like that feeling, but I digress.
And then like I said, just instantly just like felt like, oh my God, all the drinks just hit me then. And then it's like that long cab ride back to my room. Man. Boy. I hadn't had a night like that in a long time.
See, Mike, I would actually get a room down that way. And I know they're not as nice as other hotels, but I would stay right down there in the hot spot.
Well, where I was at, Soy Honey was it's a short walk. That's why I picked it. It's kind of like central.
That's what I would do.
So you got like Soy Metro, Soy Bacau, Tree Town, and then the new spot that they just came up with is this place called Myth Night. And these are just huge. Like Tree Town is like a huge complex with all these bars. You know, you go in, it's crazy.
People, we have YouTube, Soy Street, Thailand, Cowboy Bar. You want to see what Mike was doing? He might be on YouTube right now.
I can't deny there might be some streams out there. I don't know with all those people because there's people running around with cameras all over the place down there.
Well, they do it. I mean, somehow those feeds pop into my live at night, and they just show it, and it just looks crazy. And people just do like walking, like they do it in Vegas too, where they just do walking tours,
right,
of the Strip at night, and they do the same thing right down there on SOI, Soy Street or whatever it is. It's like an area, and they just walk around, and the girls are outside, and the guys are walking, and
right in the middle of the street, they'll come out and grab you. I mean,
I'm Mike. I'm gonna do some research. I mean,
it's wild. It's
wild. Just because I want to find out what you were doing, because I don't want to look at it for myself, but I'm gonna look to see if I can see Mike walking around there.
And it's so cheap. I mean, everything is so cheap. I mean, you can stay at like 5-star caliber hotels for $20-$30 a night.
No way.
Yeah,
I'm not lying. I did it.
That was the beauty of it. It's like getting an apartment there. I mean, you could have a maid, and it's like you're spending $700 a month for having a nice apartment and a maid.
Yes.
And a good swimming pool and a workout area, and it's like when you look at it, it's like I would love to spend some time there.
Spend a weekend in Andrew and do the back party in Thailand.
Oh man,
I don't think that would end well.
I think it would end.
That'd be like Hangover 4 or 5 or whatever.
That may not end well.
Jennifer, we messed up. You don't know where.
And the vendors, that's another thing, man. Like I would go sit in a restaurant somewhere, and I think, okay, I'm safe from the vendors, but then the vendors, like they come up in the restaurants. You got some dude with a box full of fake Rolexes, and another guy that's coming with a box of like Viagra and all kinds of other stuff. It's crazy,
Mike, how you know about Viagra?
Mike, hold on.
I have a television.
Are we going PG-18 here, Mike?
I'm just saying that's one of the things that, it's not like when you're down in Mexico and they're trying to sell you little trinkets. I mean, they're coming with the Viagra. They're coming with everything. It's crazy.
Well, I think
the food's cheap. I mean, meals are like $2, $3. Now, unless if you want to eat like the Western style food with like steakhouses and all that, that's going to be pricey. But if you stick with the Thai food, which is pretty much that's all I ate. I only had like maybe 1 or 2 Western meals while I was there.
So you gotta eat Thai food before you go over there and see if you like it or not. And
I mean, it's
rice, chicken.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
You just got to make sure that when you order it, you tell them, hey, either not spicy or
no spicy.
They love to load those chilies, man. Those red chilies.
Oh my God!
And then if you don't say anything, they'll load your stuff up. And they'll
take a bite. What the?
Look at the American over here dying.
Give us some milk. He'll be all right. Yeah.
The only thing is that long flight. That's just me. Well, on the way over, I flew from Houston to Taiwan, and that was a 16-hour flight. But I stayed up like a day or two before the flight. And so by the time I got on the plane, sat down, I slept all the way until like the last 2 or 3 hours. And but I flew EVA Airlines, and it's so much better than like American, Southwest. I mean, they've got an army of flight attendants. they're serving you real legit meals. They're not giving you like bags of peanuts, you know.
Right.
But yeah, 16 hours and then another 3-hour flight from Taiwan to Bangkok.
Oh,
And then I hired a driver to drive me from Bangkok down to Pattaya.
How long was that drive?
About an hour and a half.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay.
they don't have Uber down there, do they?
Yeah, well, I booked. It's similar. It's called Grab instead of Uber. It's Grab, and you had to just download the Grab app. And my dude was like, it was like NASCAR. This dude was flying. But, you know, by that time I was
That
like,
scared me.
I just wanted to get there, get checked in, take a shower.
Is there any casinos over there?
You know what? I don't know. I've heard that it's illegal, but there's
I was about to say a lot of the Asian countries, it's like illegal. It's only certain spots where you can do it. It's not
there's
like
a lot of underground stuff going
Yeah.
on, but I would definitely stay away from that because
Yeah.
the Thai police, they do raids on places.
Oh, so.
You don't want to get caught up in that.
Well, I know that Japan, they got casinos in Japan, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the casino's owned by the Japanese mafia. Yes, in Japan they got it. So I know the Thai might have a mafia base over there. So that's what I was wondering.
That's just Z talking over here. He doesn't know. He's just talking now.
I might have did some research on that.
I played a lot of pool. I'll say that because like every bar you go to, there's always pool tables. That's always like the focal point. Because you go in and what's that? No, not pocket pool.
What, pool table?
But you know, you go in, sit down, and then the bar girls are always like trying to drive you over to, well, let's play pool. You know.
So basically, they have the same kind of drinks over here that it is over there.
Well, it's what is it? Chang beer, Leo, San Miguel Light. That's usually the one I drink. I mean, if you want the others, you're going to cost. It's going to be like way more.
Well, and I have my Fireball. I know they don't have.
They have Fireball in Thailand.
Huh?
I don't think they have Fireball in Thailand.
Oh, well, there you go.
But
So, all in all, that might be your summertime adventure every summer, just to go to Thailand.
well, I'm maybe there, maybe some of the other countries there, but I right now Thailand is my new favorite spot for sure.
I can see how it could be, cheap. And that's the whole thing about with cruising. Years ago it used to be it was cheap, but now
Yeah.
people are booking these cruises and it's especially like for a single person, you're looking at $2,000 to $3,000 for a 4-7 cruise. Well, $2,000 or $3,000, I'm flying over. I fly over to almost any place for that kind of money, and stay someplace.
Yeah.
So, do I want to cruise? Do I want to cruise to Cozumel and Amber Cove again, or do I want to go, to wherever, Spain, someplace? Go over in Madrid for a little bit.
Oh yeah, especially if I do like a European cruise. And by the way, if you get on a cruise ship in Europe, you can bring your own liquor.
Wow.
Can you see me bring my 5-6 bottles of Fireball with me?
That's just
I guess I could see you do that, but
I'm carrying my bottles. You gonna say, "Come on, dude, you gonna be late for the cruise." Wait, down.
you're just going to turn into a fireball.
Well, I haven't had a Fireball since I got sick. Especially when you yeah, I haven't had. You know what?
I guess they're going to overtime in that Arkansas game.
Oh, I thought you were Michigan and Texas.
So they came back.
Yeah, Michigan that they finished 31-12.
They didn't cover. Cash money. Ching ching.
Yeah, some guys like streaming it on YouTube, which I'm surprised they haven't struck him yet. I'm sitting there.
Yeah. That's what I was watching. I was outside smoking a cigar, watching it on my YouTube.
Yeah.
So the thing is with the college football, I think it's the first full day in college football. YouTube is, speaking of YouTube, I do not recommend you go on TikTok.
Why?
I like TikTok. TikTok is fine.
I like it. I also hate it. You have.
No, you just can't. You can't say crazy stuff. See?
You have knuckleheads, and there's some words on TikTok you cannot say anywhere else. I mean, you can't say gun. You can't say any kind of narcotics. I mean, and I'm getting into a rant. I gotta remember, I can't say this. They gonna say you gotta say PQ. I say I'm not a kid.
There you go.
I'm a grown ass man.
You can say whatever you want to say.
Yeah, and then there's the new thing. To get out to their lives, they gonna ask, "What's your name? What's your age? And what's your pronoun?"
What?
And I'll say, "What? What's your pronoun?" And I'll say, "Here's my pronoun. I'm a grown ass man." Oh, we couldn't.
All you have to say, man. You don't.
No, it's like she, whatever. And I say, I'm a grown ass man. Sometimes they say, okay. Sometimes they kick me out because it's just so disgusting. Yes, I got banned a couple of times. That's why
Okay. Since hold on. I didn't lose you, did I? Okay. I had to plug in my laptop. Okay. Z and maybe Mike. I don't know, Mike. I don't know your opinion on this. But why do people get upset when they start talking about like what's your pronoun? Why do you care what somebody calls themselves?
I mean, it doesn't bother me personally. Like, well, first of all, I just don't really play the pronoun game.
It's PG-18.
It doesn't really like it's to me the whole pronoun thing doesn't really make sense anyway, because if I'm talking to, like, let's say I'm talking to you, Bill, I'm not gonna address you as he. It's not like hey he, you know what I mean? So it's never really made sense to me. I would be like, hey Bill, or I might call you by your last name, or I might just talk to you straight,
I just never it never I don't care what somebody else believes. It just it doesn't affect me, But people get so upset, and it's like I don't understand it. Like Netflix or something or whatever one of them I signed up for, they wanted to know my pronouns, and I'm like, I just a man or whatever.
Right.
I didn't think much about it, but people, why you want to know why?
Yeah, why you want to know?
Or if it bothers you, don't use that platform.
I don't use that.
And that's the way I
go to a different live because there's some lives that don't say that. They got some lives that I like, and if I want to just laugh at people, I just go to the opposite side and say, yeah.
I mean, I don't get mad. I get mad at it. To me, it's just one of those things where I just ignore it. I don't participate in it, and but if other people want to get into that,
people always, and that's. Well, I mean, we're getting way off cruising and stuff like that.
Hey, this is
we're out there.
But just people always get upset by what other people think and do, and it's like, as long as it doesn't affect me, whatever you want to do, call yourself, have whatever group you want to have, as long as it doesn't affect me, I couldn't care.
Yeah, it just irritates me. I don't know why it does that. It's just why you want to know.
Oh wow, Georgia's up 24-0.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're a real team.
But I mean, they're playing Tennessee Tech, so you know.
Tennessee Tech.
Michigan will still be struggling with them. I'm sorry. I'm so upset with Michigan.
Well, wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, when the Cowboys lose, yeah, you're right.
You know what?
Is Dak still? Is Dak still the quarterback, or what's going on?
Yeah,
yes!
he's still a quarterback.
Can you believe it? Yes.
He's still a quarterback. He still
wants big money.
Didn't they just give him a big contract?
No, not yet. They gave what's his face?
Somebody with talent, CeeDee Lamb and all them.
They gave him a good contract. Yeah. So yeah, it's just not looking good.
I'm just happy that we finally got like a real, legit quarterback. I mean, we had Deshaun, but who knew? Who knew? And that one really made me mad because when he first got to the Texans, I mean, he was lighting it up, and I thought, oh, thank God. And then a year or two later, I'm like, come on, man, really? Yeah. But it brought about some good things because that's trade with Cleveland has built us. So,
I mean, Cleveland, that was like the even though they still built Cleveland still has a good team.
Mm-hmm.
But the idea of building around him,
that's
not gonna work. That ain't gonna work.
They'll be decent, but they'll never get over the hump.
Yeah, they'll get into the hump.
And make sure I don't have any Cleveland fans behind me either.
Like, hey,
you gotta read the room. You gotta I can't come down here and start talking about Miami and
oh yeah.
I gotta watch what I'm saying.
This is prime time. You say what you want.
Well, I'm probably gonna jump up out of here because I gotta go run to the store and get some stuff. But just thought I'd pop on for a little bit.
Well, welcome back. We need to talk. We need to talk about your adventure to Thailand.
We're going to talk about it this weekend.
Maybe I'll write a book.
Talk about it.
No, we're doing late night. It's like
no. Everybody doesn't need to know everything.
I'm certainly not like putting it out on a live stream. That's not.
Well, me and you can do a private.
That's not happening.
We did it. Well, welcome back, Mike. Thank you for coming in. And yes, Michigan got beat. Embarrassing. I know Bill's the best right now. Don't forget, Bill. Tomorrow you gonna be on what cruise?
MSC Seashore.
Yeah.
If you wanna see a good video on that, go check out Antoinette Fun. They got off of it not too long ago. Her and her husband, and they did a good series on as far as the Seashore. And I'm telling you, if you have not seen a MSC, one of their newer ships like Meraviglia and Seashore, I think.
Yeah.
Gate, which is coming to Galveston.
Yeah.
You're gonna be really surprised as far as the ships. It's a better looking ship than Carnival.
I haven't seen that.
They have some other issues that you may not like as much as Carnival, but I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. And if they keep the price point right, you might start doing MSC a little bit more, especially out of Galveston. If they
yeah.
Royal is going to be Royal, and Royal's going
to be
as far as prices. So.
Yeah, and I need to talk to Derek because I got to put my deposit down. I said that it's just electric bills so sky high. It's still in Texas. My last two electric bill, the last one I paid was $155 for a 1-bedroom.
Yeah,
$155.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got a 4-bedroom, and I don't pay 155.
Wow.
My last one was like 110, I think.
Wow.
Some people I know, they have like a $300 or $400 live down in Texas, $300 or $400 electric bill. Some people I know down there.
I'd move. I wouldn't be in Texas. Well, I'd be in Thailand at that point. You know,
that would be you're approaching the rent in Thailand with that price.
Exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, we won't talk about that because Michael gave up I need to find out who that young lady you're hanging around with. We need answers.
Like I said,
Jennifer, I didn't call out any names, Jennifer.
That's what's up. Jennifer, we need to talk to
very nice lady. That's all we need to know.
Very nice lady, and hopefully Mike and this young lady will be on a cruise pretty soon. Like the November 9th cruise. November 9th cruise next year. We might have a surprise guest. You never know. Jennifer, you paid $450 last month. Well,
woo! Good God. That's a car payment.
That's a car payment. I don't have a car.
Wow.
Blame all. Let's see, my guess.
Might as well get a generator.
Well, it's been hot in Michigan, and my bill was like $85. I mean, $80, and that was with the air conditioning running, all day long. So I mean, $450.
$450. That's just no.
I'd cry.
I use that for groceries. Wait.
Now in Michigan though, wintertime, I could have a gas bill of $250.
Wow.
Heat.
Yeah, I've had some high water bills sometimes, in the dead of summer because you have to run the sprinklers.
Yeah, you run it on timer, right?
Yeah, I've got a timer, and it's got different zones. And luckily, this yard is way smaller than the other yard that I had.
Yeah, well, we got some rain up here where I was, and it's pretty cool. It's not
shutting off for a few days because it rained like 3 days straight down here. So,
Will G says I'll be on the November 9th selling.
All right.
Will G's been getting on some cruises. Will G, how many cruises have you been on?
He's been on a lot. He's
It really does seem like that. He's low key. He's been cruising quite a bit.
Let's see here. Will G has been at a high electric bill. Tucson
19.
Ooh.
Your electric bill in Tucson, Arizona is $26.
Wow.
Every month.
Scrolls Nest. See now Scrolls Nest.
I don't believe that.
You're pulling one of those on us.
Yeah.
You must have solar panels or something.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way you got a $26 electric bill. There's something.
He's got
to have solar panels.
He's got an extension cord running to his neighbor.
Right.
Yeah. You did the jerry rig.
Oh, see, there it is. Solar,
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? We can't depend on the sun out here.
Well, all right, man. I want to dip out of here.
All right, Big Mike. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming
See
in.
everybody. Take care.
I am Z. I'm gonna get ready to get out here myself. So
all right.
It's been a pleasure. It's been almost 2 hours. So
it's been a joy. Well, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you coming in.
No problem. Take care of yourself. Watch what you eat. Start taking your diet seriously.
Monday.
You got to lose some of that weight.
Monday, yes. Monday.
Why Monday? Why not tomorrow? Why not tonight? Why are you going to wait till Monday?
Tomorrow I'm going out to lunch at the church. Me and my pastor, we got to talk about some things about my diet and everything like that.
You're going to still eat good because smaller portions. You can still eat right.
No. My willpower is not that.
Well, it has to be. See?
Yeah.
You're living to eat.
I have to train my mind. That's going to take some time.
What is you say? You say next what? When did you say next week?
I said Monday.
Monday. So you got to train your mind on
I got to
Sunday.
take my mind for 48 hours. I got to change it. Like, hey, you can't eat that.
All right. Scrolls says one last splurge. All right. I'm gonna
One
let you
last
get one last splurge. But
Yeah.
I don't want to see you taking a 2 liter bottle of soda to the head anymore on the line.
In the head.
All that other stuff.
I don't have no more 2-liter sodas.
Good. Don't buy anymore. Drink
Nope.
water. Don't buy that water flavor stuff. Now you're just putting chemicals in your body.
No,
Just
I got
drink
this
water.
right here.
You don't need all those chemicals and stuff. That's killing you too.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, everybody. I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Z, it was a pleasure. I will talk to you later.
Well, thank you. By the way, I want to say I've been thinking about you since you recovered for whatever it is.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. I know I am fine.
Yeah, so you didn't have a stroke. That's a good thing. So just stay safe, and
I'm gonna try to go.
We're gonna be going together, bro.
I'm gonna try to go live tomorrow about 2:00.
All right.
So people,
don't forget to check
tomorrow.
Don't forget to check out One Shot Adventures. His video, his shows are Tuesdays and Thursdays. He might be on tomorrow. So, guys, hit that bell button. Very important. And yes, I'll be here for a couple more minutes. Appreciate it, Bill, for coming out. Have fun. I know you get ready to go on your cruise. We want video. We want live. All right. So yes. Hey. So, anyways, the top story of today is the cruising industry. The Icon and the Stars of the Seas. The Stars of the Seas is supposed to be coming out next summer, 2025. So the question of the day is the Icon will be coming to Galveston. Which one will be coming out? The Icon will be coming to Galveston or the Star of the Sea? I hope it's the Star of the Sea because, the Star of the Seas. I'll be waiting on the live tomorrow, Bill. I'm just a Bill. Yes, and by the way, thank you guys for coming in. Let's see. What is today? It's 3:00, so I might do the regular prime time. There's only college football. I'm missing. I should be watching college football, but don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. By the way, if you're going to check out the 10.5 hours of shame or the flight delays, you're going to see me try to open a bottle of Fireball. Go ahead and do that. I'll be doing some later updates. I will be doing some editing. I need to do some editing for my stuff. I know I got a lot of stuff to edit. There's some videos I had never put out. I'm going to try to do that myself. But guys, I'm going to cut it out. I got to eat something. I got to take my medicine. I got to take my medicine later on this evening. But by the way, don't forget, guys, be safe out there. It's the first week people going back to school. Yes. It's the best time to go on a cruise. Don't forget, check out the weather reports, especially the Gulf Coast. The next couple of weeks, it'll be the height of the hurricane season. So if you're going out, make sure you check the weather. Make sure you get to the port a couple of days for your actual cruise. Make sure you have your passports up to date. You don't want to be embarrassed. You can't get on the ship because your passport is done. All right. I thank everybody coming out, everybody on the chat. Accidental Fun, Cruise Nuts, CC, One Shot Adventures, Big Mike, Accidental Fun, Embarkation Nation. Guys, thank you guys for coming out. Don't forget, Bill's will be coming on tomorrow. I'll be coming on tomorrow too because I have nothing else to do. This is my life right now. This is the thing I need to do to concentrate fully on YouTube instead of on food. Start on Monday. Z's Power Hour will be back. Try to do some chair exercises. I need to get back in shape. Right now, I'm going to do a shot of apple cider vinegar because I can. Guys, thank you guys for coming in. Don't forget, do not drink and drive. Do not hang around the knuckleheads to do it. And always, 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 always drink responsible. Peace out. Deuces. And we's out.